Okay, I hope you can hear me. Here's the student ID. Okay, let's begin. Okay, I'm gonna first start with the case of John Benet. Okay, John Benet Ramsey was born on August 6, 1990 in Atlanta, Georgia. She had very well-off parents, Patsy and John Ramsey. She was 6 years old when she was murdered in Boulder, Colorado on December 26, 1996, and her murder remains unsolved. In 2008, new DNA absolved the family of wrongdoing. In 2016, evidence suggested that the DNA evidence that had already absolved the family was a mixture of DNA, so there was still more testing that needs to be done. Still, now 2018, no one has been charged. Okay, John Benet was the youngest of two children. Her brother was 9 years old at the time of the murder. She was a pageant girl. She had been very well known in the pageant industry. She had won several at just the age of 6. Her father was a multimillionaire owning a very successful computer company. Her mother was a former beauty queen as well, formerly known as Miss West Virginia of 1977. On the morning of December 26, 1996, on the staircase, Patsy Ramsey found a ransom note, and she called the police at 5:25. And the ransom note demanded $118,000. However, the girl's body, John Benet, was found in the basement later that afternoon with a skull fracture. She was sexually assaulted and strangled. The official cause of death, as said by the autopsy, was asphyxiation by strangulation associated with cranial-cerebral trauma. Okay, so the investigation. John Ramsey was allowed to move the daughter's body from the basement. This was one of the mess-ups of the police that ended up contaminating the crime scene. The parents were not interviewed separately. They were interviewed together. However, John Ramsey later hired each separately a lawyer, and then also the ex-wife and his other kids a lawyer. 4 years later, the Ramseys, John and Patsy, became main suspects. They both gave inconsistent stories. They gave many media appearances, making it seem like all they wanted was attention. The ransom note was on paper that was actually found in the house, and fiber retrieved from duct tape had been... Okay. There was a fiber retrieved from the duct tape that bound John Benet that was also found in Patsy's clothes. And then December 1999, the Boulder grand jury wanted to indict John and Patsy. However, District Attorney Alex Hunter decided not to indict them due to insufficient evidence. Some of the suspects were Gary Olivia, a convicted sex offender, housekeeper Linda Huffman, electrician Michael Helgiff, and even the town Santa, Bill McReynolds. In the case of John Karr, another person who came forward and falsely confessed to murdering and drugging John Benet. He was John Mark Karr. He was a 41-year-old elementary school teacher. He was arrested in Bangkok, Thailand on August 15, 2006, and he claimed he drugged, sexually assaulted, and accidentally killed JonBenet. However, of course, the evidence found that he had no actual links to the case. His DNA was not a match. He gave details that, of course, that was already released to the public, and he couldn't have possibly drugged JonBenet because there was no drugs found in the autopsy. So yeah, he falsely confessed, probably due to he saw how much attention the media was giving to the case, and he was like, okay, let me get some attention for myself. So yeah, that's my little speech on John Karr and the JonBenet Ramsey case. I hope I gave you enough information. My name's Brianne. Have a nice day.